It's time for yet another streaming platform. Quibi will be joining us. You might be exhausted by that, but I think Quibi has a secret weapon.
Quick bites, big stories. Quibi.
More streaming platforms. Ugh. If you haven't heard of it yet, Quibi is a new streaming platform that wants your money. What exactly is a Quibi, aside from just a streaming platform, and why is it different, you might be asking? Well, here are some key differences. Number one, Quibi is only going to be available on your mobile device. So if you have an Apple TV or a Roku, too bad. You're not going to be able to watch Quibi on those devices. No TV. No TV. You know what you did, television. You sit in the corner. Yes, only iOS and Android devices will be able to download the Quibi app and watch content on it. There's a reason for that. I'll get to it in a second. The next thing is the length of the content. So unlike all of movies and TV happening right now, Quibi is actually designed for short form content. And by short, we're talking really short, small. This is small, less than 10 minutes small. That's what we're talking about here. Shows will end up being somewhere under that 10-minute mark, and movies will also be launched in chapters. So we're gonna get little snippets of movies until you have the whole thing all put together. Weird. And the last thing that I think is really important to remember about Quibi is it has a lot of money and power behind it. They have raised over $1 billion, and they're using that money to attract top-tier talent with TTT, top-tier talent. We're talking The Rock, Chrissy Teigen, Idris Elba, Tina Fey, even Steven freaking Spielberg is going to make content for Quibi. So if you're wondering how serious they are, they're pretty serious about making stuff. But Ashley, you're writing in the comments, I can see you. I already have YouTube, it's free, everything's under 10 minutes that I like the best. You're not wrong. In fact, you're absolutely right. There is a ton of really high quality content on YouTube that you can access for free. But that brings me to the secret weapon part, and that's Turnstyle. The app is designed to be able to watch content not only in portrait mode, but also in landscape mode while you're watching it. So let's say you're watching something full screen portrait mode, it's cropped beautifully, it looks perfect, and then you rotate your device and now it's perfectly in landscape mode, no changes, super seamless. This is the experience Quibi is promising. That's Turnstyle. Now, Turnstyle is not just the idea of let's just put two iPhones or two cameras like this in a cross and film our stuff. No, it's different than that because Turnstyle allows creators to change your point of view based on your orientation on your device. One of the examples they showed off was a show where if you're watching in landscape mode, it looks just like any other drama. You're watching a woman creep through a house, but if you change to portrait mode, you get an entirely different POV. This is one of what her cell phone is seeing as she's walking through the house. So that is a super interesting technology that I find terribly fascinating, and I'm dying to see how creators implement it into their different types of shows, whether it's reality TV or dramas or comedies or these movies that are gonna be released in chapters. That's the thing Quibi is hoping separates them from the rest of the pack. I mean, yes, the high-priced talent, all of the really high production quality, those are things that Quibi also hopes separates itself from some of the content out there, but it's definitely banking on this Turnstyle tech to really kind of like stake a flag down and say, this is how we're different, this is the cool thing we're making. It doesn't matter if you like to watch video in portrait or in landscape, we've got you covered. It'll be full screen no matter what, it'll be seamless, and we can do some really creative stuff with it. If you're thinking about checking it out like I am, but you're not sure if you want to spend your money on it, like I am, you definitely can check out a free trial. They're gonna do 90 days if you sign up before April 20th. And I think that's a perfectly long amount of time to be able to decide if the service is for you or not. Quibi says they're gonna upload about 3 hours of content per day. So in those little 10-minute increments, that's a lot of content. I highly recommend checking it out, if only to see how they implement Turnstyle and maybe give you some creative ideas of your own. Until next time, be good humans. You little small content? You small content? You little cute small content? I'm losing it a little bit. Social distancing may have pushed me slightly off the edge. Okay,